What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk about the current state of Battlefront 2 and pretty much just cover a few things that I think really need fixing in this final update. For those who don't know, we are getting a final update this week. As for exactly when, I'm not too sure because this video is made a few days in advance, but we are getting a patch at some point this week according to Ben Walk. There are a fair few things that I think need fixing before they do leave the game in its final state, and so pretty much today I am just going to be going through those points and just, I guess, talking about my wish list for the final update. Firstly, the thing that I think needs addressing the most is whatever went wrong with this server about 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know what it is, and it doesn't seem to affect everyone, but myself and many of the people I talk to, or the comments that I read, have had this issue where even playing on your own ping site, you can sometimes get hit with a heap of ping, which just doesn't make any sense at all. Funnily enough, this actually caused me to completely step away from the game about 2 months ago for 4 to 6 weeks, and other than playing a few hours a week on stream, I literally did not touch the game for that entire time, not because I didn't want to, but because it quite frankly became completely unplayable even on the Aussie servers. This seems to be a little bit better since the Scarif update, but I have still noticed it happening. It tends to be lag free for the first game, but then once the round ends and you matchmaking to a different map, everyone is at like 100 to 200 ping, even though it's all the same players and they're all on the same servers they previously were, or at least they should be anyway. I'm not too sure why this happens. Maybe it literally does just change the servers once the round ends or something. I have no idea how it can happen, but unfortunately it does happen almost every second match for me and for many of the people that I talk to who are from all around the world, so it's not like it's just a localized issue either. If this never gets fixed, then honestly I can't see myself enjoying the game or being able to make content week in, week out. If every second game I play I have to quit and find a new one because I'm getting 200 plus ping, then yeah, that's just going to get very old very quickly, and I think it could honestly kill the player base in a very short amount of time. Now, the next thing on the list is to do with the balancing, and this is mostly focusing on 2 characters, Luke and Vader, although there are a few others as well that definitely need a couple of changes. Right now, Vader is probably the most OP that he's ever been in the lifespan of the game. He's way too tanky, and this is coming from someone who loves to play Vader too, so it's not like I'm just some salty Chewie main or something. I do love playing Vader, but right now he just feels way too strong and essentially unstoppable if you're even somewhat decent at the game. I think Focus Rage needs a little bit of a nerf, as it does give him way too much bonus HP, and I also think his saber throw needs a bit of a longer cooldown, as that thing can pretty much melt entire squads without any risk for reward. As for Luke, mostly it's just his swing speed that needs to be toned down. Honestly, he's actually relatively balanced in every other area other than maybe his ability combos, but if they tone down his swing speed just a little bit, then it would get him back to where he used to be maybe 6 months ago, where he was actually in a really good state and felt like one of the more balanced saber heroes in the game. Now, the other 2 that I think need just a slight change to their abilities are Anakin and Kylo. Both of them are balanced in terms of HP and damage and all that, but their ability combos are just way too strong, and if they catch you off guard, then there's just a 0% chance you're going to survive that if they do know what they're doing. For both of them, I think 2 things need to happen. 1, they need a small delay between their abilities, nothing too long, but just enough to give you a very small window, and then 2, they need to add ragdoll immunity. If Anakin pulls you then tries to heroic might you, then you should still take the damage but not get knocked down that second time, because otherwise you're essentially just on your ass for like 10 seconds while he plays with you like a toy. Those 2 changes would make a world of difference to these 2, and it would take them both from being very annoying characters to being pretty well balanced in my opinion. Now, Palpatine is also in need of a tiny nerf. His stamina drain through the lightning attacks is way too fast, and he is essentially just a huge pest right now, so he doesn't need too much, and honestly I think Palps will always be annoying like the little mosquito that he is, but reducing that stamina drain and maybe even the damage output just a tiny bit would be a very welcome change. Lastly, in terms of the heroes, Boba's mid-air recovery has actually been broken alongside this Scarif update, and this has now taken him down a notch, which is a little annoying after he finally had it added. If I'm going to be honest, and I am a Boba main too, I think this is actually not even bad in Heroes vs Villains, because Boba is just far too slippery when you can't get him out of the sky, but it does dramatically affect him in the other game modes, so hopefully this can get a fix as well. Obviously there is just so much balancing that could be done for the heroes, there's almost too much to even talk about, but these 4 or 5 that I mentioned are the ones that do stand out to me the most right now, and hopefully they can get fixed. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. Whether or not these do get changed or fixed in this final update, I did want to reel off a few things that I think you could use a fix, as it is definitely a bit of a hot topic right now. Leave a comment down below if there's anything that I missed or anything you agree or disagree with, as well. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. If you did enjoy the video, then make sure to leave a like down below to help support the channel, and be sure to subscribe with those notifications on so you don't miss out on any more Star Wars gaming videos or live streams. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.